Good morning. Today's session we will discuss about project appraisal. Project appraisal means the evaluation of the project from different angles to verify the feasibility of business idea. As we have discussed earlier, what is project, how a project report is prepared, what is a project report. So it becomes necessary to appraise or to evaluate the project to know its feasibility before any institution gives acceptance or accepts your project. It is very essential to appraise or evaluate your project to come to a conclusion whether this is feasible or not. So definition: SS Khanka defines project appraisal as a cost and benefit analysis of different aspects of proposed venture with an objective to adjust its viability. So what is the cost and what is the benefit? It is analyzed from various angles to know how profitable is your project. Aspects. So project is appraised in the following aspects: economic, technical, market, financial, managerial, social and ecological. Let us study one by one. Economic feasibility: a project must be economic feasibility of the project verifies profitability of the project. The proposed venture must guarantee adequate returns. So whatever input we are giving, so there should be a profit. That is ultimate goal of every business. Profitability of the proposed venture is analyzed by preparing the following. First one, profit projection for the next 5 to 10 years by presenting the projected profit and loss account. BEP, sales in terms of quantity and amount, that is break even point. Expected return on investment, ROI, or return on assets, ROA. Estimated cost of productions, sales income for the next 5 to 10 years. So these are some of the essential requirements what we give, okay, or the documents what we show to the financial institutions to accept our project. Next is technical feasibility: how strong your technology is, okay, where your plant and machinery is, what type of plant and machinery you are using, or any technology new or old, what type of technology is suited for your business and what you are using. So description of the plant and machinery used, location of the site, facilities available there, infrastructure facilities, labor requirement, what type of labor you are using, and proximity, nearness to the market, facilities of marketing availability. Next one is market feasibility. It studies about the market, what your project has or what your proposed business has, the existing demand and supply position, okay, what share of market you are likely to gain in the market with the existing customers or with the existing competitors. Market strategy to be adopted to promote the product, what type of strategy you are going to adopt. The cost, very important, cost or how much money you are putting in for marketing. Then the selection of distribution channels, there are various distribution channels, what type of product you are selling, what type of distribution channel you are looking for. Financial, next one is financial: cost of production, what is your cost, product price and pricing strategy, cost of product and method of financing, what is the actual cost of the product and how you are going to finance. Projected balance sheet for the next 5 to 10 years, so how you are going to spend, what is your balance sheet for the next 5 to 10 years. Cost flow and fund flow statements and income and expenditure statements likely to be taken. Next is managerial feasibility: so what kind of human resource you need, right? What kind of management you are supposed to implement. So who are in charge, who is your manager, who is your deputy manager, who is top level, middle level and lower level. Based on this, the financial institutions will take a call on whether it is feasible or no. Then what you are going to give to the society, social feasibility. Every business has social responsibility, as we have discussed in various classes earlier. We have seen what kind of feasibility or what kind of role a business will have towards the society. So what we are going to give to the society, something like generation of employment, development of backward regions, encouragement to SSIs, and contribution to public health, education and other development facilities. Last one is ecological feasibility. So ecological feasibility is also very important for every business. So if there is a business which is not going to give very friendly help to the environment, it creates ecological imbalance. Use of natural resources, what we are going to do, land, water, or other factors, are going to change the environment. So we know how it is going to change, what are the adverse effects. So ecological feasibility analysis is also made to make sure that there is very less damage to the environment. So if your projects are eco-friendly and those which have a minimum what do you call a damage or no damage for towards the environment, so these kind of projects will be prepared by, or sorry, not prepared, it is this kind of projects shall be accepted by your